In this video, I'm going to give you some tips and suggestions on how to guide them along their self-learning journey without them being too dependent on a teacher, but helping them at the same time. So let's get started. Hi everybody, my name is Karen. Welcome back to our channel called Our House, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you'd like to go from questions to confidence with the Robinson curriculum, I'm here to answer questions. Now, one thing that I see frequently come up is what to do if they're just not understanding the Saxon math problems. The way the Robinson curriculum works is that they work independently on a lesson for 2 hours typically, or maybe just one lesson a day, half a lesson a day, however difficult it is at the moment for them. For them to do the problems on their own, then correct themselves, fix their errors, and move on. But sometimes it's not such a smooth, easy process. So then what do? So I'm going to give you 5 tips and suggestions. Number 1, do they have their math facts memorized? I know I might sound like a broken record. You might be thinking, no, I'm tired of the flashcards and the math facts. But I know this to be true because with my first couple of children, I kind of skipped over that memorize their math facts part. And it's frustrating later on, even though they understand the concept, when they keep getting errors because of just simple arithmetic calculations, just not really knowing their math facts or their multiplication tables really strongly. And so this is going to cause a lot of frustration, a lot of errors. If you have a rule where they might have to redo the lesson if they get more than 5 errors wrong, then this is obviously going to cause a lot of frustration and children just breaking down. So if they're having a really hard time, then I recommend maybe take a little break, time out, just drill those math facts. There's a great program like Extra Math where they can do it online really quick, or there's flashcards. RC has great flashcards for this. And so the goal is just to get them up to speed. Maybe you want to do this at the same time as they're doing Saxon lessons, or maybe take a brief pause from their lessons until they really get these facts down, because it is going to make a huge difference. Tip number 2 is if your book has it set up this way, for example, this 8-7 second edition does, encourage them, if your book has it, see where it says problem number 6, and right underneath it has a number in a parentheses. For example, right under 6 is parentheses 22. That means that the way to work that problem out to solve it is found in lesson 22. And so here they are in problem set 59, and here's a problem where the lesson for that is back in lesson 22. So they can go back to that lesson and reread it, reread that lesson, look at the example problems, and see, how to solve that problem. So that is very helpful if they just don't remember, if they're stuck, to know what lesson exactly to go back and reread that concept. Tip number 3 is just to let them work it out in a different area, in a different way. I find this very helpful. Maybe it's hard for them on paper, graph paper, whatever setup that they have. But I know, especially for one of my daughters, just being able to do it on a big space like a whiteboard makes all the difference. She loves doing math this way, and oftentimes when she has a problem wrong on paper, but she works it out on the board, she gets it right. So let them work it out in a different environment, a different way, a different area. Tip number 4, and something that I do if they are just really stuck on a problem, is I write the problem twice on the board. They work it out on one side first, check the answer. If it's wrong, then I will work it out on the other side, and I will just let them see where they went wrong. I don't have to explain to them how to do the problem. They can just see, typically it's just an arithmetic error, where they went wrong. And so that's really helpful. And tip number 5, something I consider to be a last resort, but maybe you want to explore, is online videos, online help. There are lots of Saxon tutorials, Saxon videos that correspond with the books and the lessons. You can purchase these. There's different resources that help you with that. And there's also, you can look up just free YouTube videos. There's also other places. And really, you can just find so much just by doing a simple Google or YouTube search for whatever that math problem, math concept is. The help is available online. So there you have it, 5 tips to help a student who is struggling with their Saxon math problems. If you have another suggestion, please leave it in the comments below. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you would like more information on this topic, I will link the math video that I did for the Robinson curriculum course that I made free here on YouTube, so you can check that out. And also a video on Saxon, John Saxon himself, and why he created the books. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this a thumbs up if you like this video. And if you have any questions or other suggestions on how to help a student with Saxon math, then please leave them in the comments below. I'll see you in another video. Bye.